Hi guys and welcome to my first FIFA 22 Team of the Week predictions video. It is Saturday, so we're going to be coming in with the early predictions. The full Team of the Week 1 prediction video will come out tomorrow evening, covering all the games, domestic matches from across all the various leagues. That'll come out tomorrow, but today we're going to be doing our early predictions video covering the games from Friday and from Saturday. There are still a few evening games from the Saturday, such as Inter Milan, Everton. I think Barcelona might play tonight as well. So all those games that take place on Saturday evening, if anyone performs well in those matches, they will then be included in the full Team of the Week prediction video that I will release tomorrow on Sunday evening, covering all the games and players that we can expect to see in Team of the Week 1. But I thought it'd be good to do an early prediction video as well, just to kind of see some of the main standard players so far. There's a few very, very good players. Now, of course, also the full database of every single player rating has not yet been confirmed for those. So for some of the players, I did kind of have a look at what their ratings were in FIFA 21 and kind of give them a similar base rating for FIFA 22, maybe slightly higher in rating, maybe slightly lower. And then what I done was obviously I went over to the Inform upgrade system, which EA have used for the previous few years, and then I've kind of gauged the Inform rating based off of that. So some of these cards could very much get into Team of the Week, but they might not have the same ratings as what I'm giving here because we don't know what their exact base ratings will be in the game. But this is more of obviously for the kind of marquee players that are in this video who we always know what their base ratings are. We'll be kind of able to kind of better gauge what their Inform ratings would be. But with some of the lower cards, we won't necessarily be able to kind of gauge what their upgraded rating would be, but it kind of still gives us a pretty good idea as to them being at least included in Team of the Week. We just don't know what rating that would be. So hopefully that kind of clears it up. But anyway, let's start off with the first one. Douglas Vieira from the J1 League. He picked up a hat-trick earlier on today in a away win. I think it was a 3-0 win. He got all 3 goals in the second half, I believe, in that match. I think he has like a 68 rated card or something like that this year. Or did in FIFA 21 or something like that. I don't think, even if his base rating was to be upgraded for FIFA 22, I still don't think, even with an Inform in this game, he would quite go up to a gold Inform. So going with him as a 74 rated there wouldn't be too exciting. I mean, good physicality, but pretty much that's about it. So I was going to just skip through him to the next one. Virgil van Dijk. Now we know he's an 89 rated this year, a 1 overall rating decrease compared to FIFA 21, which I thought was a little bit harsh. I mean, fair enough. He hadn't played football for I think maybe 7 or 8 months. By the time he came back to make his first appearance against Norwich at the start of this season. But I thought it was really harsh that an injury gave him a decrease in rating. It wasn't like he played bad. It was simply an injury had caused him to go from a 90 rated down to an 89. But he's been fantastic so far this season. Liverpool have only conceded 1 goal so far in the Premier League, and that was against Chelsea. But they kept clean sheets against Norwich, Leeds United, Crystal Palace today, where he was able to keep a clean sheet and also get an assist. I believe it was for the Mohamed Salah goal. He got an assist for that. So a very good performance to him. So it'll be very nice. He should be a 90 rated card. Get that Inform. Go up to a 90 rated for Virgil van Dijk. Still clearly one of the best defenders in world football. So a very good performance from him. Staying with the Premier League, Ismaili Sarr from Watford. Watford won 3-1 today away to Norwich. Of course, a game between 2 promoted clubs. Very good performance in the end for Watford. And Ismaili Sarr is certainly one of their more kind of marquee players, isn't he? And he had a 78 rated card last year in FIFA 21. I think this year his base rating will go up to an 80 rated. Now, if his base rating is going to be an 80 rated this year, following the upgrade system that EA used, that would mean that this card would be an 83 rated. Now, you could argue, because of course this year we're going to be getting featured Team of the Week players. I think it's going to be one player every single week that will get a featured Team of the Week cards. It could be Ismaili Sarr, but I'm going to be going for a different Premier League player that you'll see a little bit later on. But Ismaili Sarr would potentially qualify for that, because I think to get a featured Team of the Week card, you have to have your base card as a maximum 80 overall rated or something like that. But anyway, I think he'll be in Team of the Week. He got 2 goals in that away game to Watford. Even just an 83 rated Inform, he would be very, very good to be able to have. Going to the Championship, of course, a former Premier League player, former Premier League team, of course, last season in Sheffield United. They had a good performance away to Hull City today. They won by 3 goals to 1, and John Egan, was it Joe Egan? Egan anyway from Ireland got 2 goals in that game away to Norwich. So he'll pick himself up an Inform very likely. It's very rare that a defender would score 2 goals and then not get recognised for that. So I think he will. and go up to somewhere around about an 81 racer card. I mean, no championship overall ratings have been confirmed as of yet, but he'll be there or thereabouts. 80, 81. I doubt he'll go up to an 82 rated, but he'll be around the overall rating there for Egan there from Sheffield United. And this is where I'm going so far for my featured team league player, Toney. Very interesting. I was watching the full game, actually, the early kickoff between Brentford and Wolves. You know what? If I was a Wolves fan today, I would have been so frustrated with how Wolves played, because they were still doing a lot of things right, but then when it came to that final third and in and around the box, they just got so many things wrong. Or Brentford would come up with like a last-ditch tackle or a last-ditch block or something like that. But Brentford in that first half were very, very good. Toney scored a goal that was ruled out offside. He himself wasn't offside. It was the player that passed the ball to him, but it was a very, very good finish. But the goal was ruled offside. Anyway, they went and got a penalty. Cool finish from Toney from the penalty spot. He then also got a very impressive assist that Mbembo finished off to make it 2-0 in that game. And I think he came close as well on another occasion. But I think he will be getting himself at least an inform, and I think he'll be part of that featured team of the week. He will be that featured team of the week card. I don't think his overall rate, it hasn't been confirmed yet, his base rate card, but I don't think he will get an upgrade for FIFA 22 because his side's got promoted to the Premier League, so he will get an upgrade. But I don't think he will be like an 80. If he was an 81 rated, he wouldn't qualify as part of that featured team of the week. To be a featured team of the week card, you have to be maximum 80 rated or lower to kind of receive like a bigger boost to the card and stuff like that. So I think his base card for this year would be probably like a 79 rated. He'd get that featured team of the week boost up to an 84 rated, and he'd be a very good card. Being English as well, nice pace, shooting, dribbling, physicality. He would be a very, very good card at the start of this game. Then we move over to the Serie A. Bonaventura from Fiorentina, a 2-1 win for them. He got a goal and an assist in that game. They were able to win 2-1 away. Can't exactly remember who they were playing against, but it was a 2-1 away win. I think it was Genoa, actually. A 2-1 away win for them. Good start to the season for Fiorentina. Joshua Kimmich, 90 rated. Bayern Munich won 7-0 at home to I think it's to Bochum or something like that, one of the new promoted teams in the Bundesliga. Kimmich, I was thinking to maybe go with Sane. Sane got a goal and an assist, which was obviously very impressive. Gnabry had a good game as well. But for me, Kimmich stood out mostly. He's in that CDM position, able to kind of help out the defense and keeping a clean sheet, but then also going and getting himself 2 goals from a defensive midfield position to go and score 2 goals. Very, very impressive. We could be very much looking at an informed Joshua Kimmich there, going from an 89 up to a 90 rated. For him, or maybe actually his base card is a 90 rated, in which that's the case he'd go to a 91. I feel like Kimmich might actually be a 90 rated, and this would be a 91 informed Kimmich. I'll have to double check that before I upload the video. But anyway, I do think he'll be in himself an inform. Another Senegalese inform we could see is going to be Cees from Real Vallecano. A 3-0 home win for them today against Getafe. Of course, back up in La Liga after spending this, after being in the Adelante. Is it Liga Adelante, the second division? I can't exactly, or the Segunda division or something like that. I can't exactly remember. But anyway, good performance from him. Again, another defensive midfield player. Got himself a goal and an assist, or 2 goals. I think it might have been a goal and an assist for him. But yeah, a 3-0 win for him. Good performance there from Real Vallecano and from him himself. And then we finish off with Coda from Elise in the Serie B division. He got himself an assist and then a late win, I believe it was, for Elise, and a 3-2 home win, I think it was. So a good performance in the end from him. That, of course, at least I believe were in the Serie A last season, relegated, and in Serie B this season. But he came in with a very good performance there. And there you have it. There are some of the early team of the week predictions that we could be seeing. So, of course, some marquee players there in Toney, Ismail Sarr, Van Dijk, and Joshua Kimmich as well. I think out of those 4 cards, I think I'd be very surprised not to see at least 3 of those included in team of the week. I suppose the one card that maybe is most unlikely out of all of those, maybe Van Dijk, to be honest. I mean, Kimmich getting 2 goals and, Sarr getting 2 goals, Toney coming away with a goal and assist. It might be Van Dijk out of all those 4 cards that was to miss out. But even so, I think still very much a strong case can be made for Van Dijk as a centre-back to keep a clean sheet and to get an assist as well. I think all 4 are very much in a good shout to be able to get themselves into Team of the Week 1. But anyway, guys, that will finish off this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.